Okay, so okay, I'm gonna let them peoples know I am alive and not dead for once. When I okay, sorry, lots of insanity running through me right now, but okay, so Jesus Christ, I probably ran up on the fucking mic. Okay, so two things. The game's I kind of overstated it in the last video where I made the update on the 7th. I kind of overstated it. We're more or less about 30 because I realized, oh shit, I have a quest log that needs to be filled. So I'm like, oh great. So I need to kind of split time between the databases and a lot of other things. So I'm going to be kind of jumping back and forth from this and some news in Brave Frontier. So I have to drag over. I'm going to have to keep dragging over, so you're going to see my mouse like leave that screen a lot. So one big problem is that, you know, getting all the characters, their items is not going to be a problem. Setting all the levels, not going to be a problem. Currently, no. I don't need help with music at the moment, but here's something I actually wanted to say earlier in that video, but my brain like ran out of words to say. But if you want to be a part of this, you have to do one of three things. If not, then I can't have space. But you have to do one of three things or all of these three. You have to write a detailed, clear, concise backstory for either a region or character. Two is you either have to make a song or compose and create your own original piece. And thirdly, you have to create your own original artwork for either a person or a region. Now, obviously, when you create that artwork, it's going to be put into the game last as part of the special debug room thing that I'm going to be running through a huge two-part credits thing where I do special thanks and then I do the original credits. Well, I'll roll the original credits for everybody who made scripts, everybody who at least contributed in some way, shape, or form. And then I post the entirety of the special thanks with, at the end of those credits, you get a special item that you can go back to and then see each individual piece. Because I think, if I go to common events, I can call on an image within the game's data. Because I know I can call on a movie. But I just don't know if I can call on an image. Oh, jeez. Is it somewhere? Show picture. Yeah, see, so I can show... Eh? Well, I don't know how you do it, but I will, yeah. Okay, and that's what I want to do. Also, I want to take some time and kind of explain where everything, or what everything is going to be about. So, this is going to be long, and this is why I say I'm going to be jumping back between my game and Brave Frontier sometimes, in case if people don't like me doing this stuff or don't want to see me doing this stuff, I'll hop back and forth to kind of keep interest and to tell you guys more about Brave Frontier and tell you guys more about this game. So, first off, I've made it now. Whoops, not here. Where is it? Whoops, not there either. Right here. Okay, so I'm still working on the modifications to moving this area over here, because if I move this area over here, I have to go into the entirety of the game files, well, the map data, and figure out each individual region. And yeah, Metal Music is a-okay. Just need a way to record it. My best thing would be either get, oh geez, get a Blue Yeti mic. It's the mic I'm using. It's the mic I've been using for about 2-3 years now. Let me look this up because Blue Yeti, mine's the Blackout Edition, so it's a bit more pricey because again, it's the Blackout Edition. It's kind of harder to find, but this is like a 130 for silver. I didn't realize this was like that expensive. I mean, there's a bunch of different versions of the Blue Yeti because there's oh geez, there's yeah, there's like all those things, and basically, I recommend getting a Blue Yeti mic, and because or, a Blue Yeti, a blue mic, because the blue mics are really good. Okay, they're really good. Again, one minor complaint is just that I don't have the arm for it, so whenever you hear me talking in most of my videos, whenever I try to adjust the gain, I kind of sound like a robot in some videos, and I kind of don't sound like a robot in others. So it really does depend. So, or if not, just use, I don't know, I forgot. I don't really know how that would happen, though. Like, I don't know. I mean, there are obviously ways to make music and record it, obviously, but I don't really entirely know how. But I guess you make a video, convert it to, this is sounding convoluted as all hell, but make a video, convert it to an MP3, and then send it to me to the business email. And this one's a long one. It's packmasterstudiosbusiness@gmail.com. Basically, if you just go to the about section, go down to the details, and you can see my business thing there. I check it daily, mostly daily. So, hey, I mean, if you want to write a boss track, you can. I mean, it's gonna be a bit difficult for me to make a character based off of. I mean, it's not difficult for me to make a character based off of an artwork, but I know some people aren't really that good at art, and some people are better at music and stuff. Tell me what you got for dungeons and stuff so you can make a concept. Well, so far, I've already got the 2 boss themes. Okay, so sorry for really not like getting to the direct questions here, but I want to tell you which themes I've already created so that these aren't already done. So that these don't get done again, I mean. So I already have songs for the 4 horsemen set up. I have songs for each of the 4 horsemen. You know, because you technically fight them all at once. So I've pretty much made one track for all of them. I've also made a track for for Malice and Despair when you fight those guys at the end. And I've also made one for all versions of Zygax. So those are the 2. So there's obviously the first dungeon is this old fortress kind of place. I don't have the maps done for the fortress yet, but I mean I don't have this is Iredale Keep, and I do not have the themes. I don't have a background theme for that, but I have the boss theme for another dungeon. So we just don't have a boss theme for this, nor is there a boss already implemented. This pretty much is just going to be probably where a dragon or something resides. I'm going to put like a dragon and a bunch of other things in there. Next up, we've got the sewer. Next up, we got the sewer, which is going to have a boss in the sewer cave. He's going to be right up here. Basically, you'll find a book about you find a book about like crazy people, and you go down to the sewer here. You fight a bunch of them, and then you get to the boss dude. And yeah, so we don't have I don't have a theme for him. So next up, I forgot which is what. No, not here. This doesn't need a theme really. Wolfbrook. This doesn't have. This has every region. All the 4 main regions of the first map have a theme to them. So Wolfbrook, Sunbreeze, Neostone Summit, and Riverport. They all have a theme to them. I already have made themes. Now again, The other ones I don't have are everything in Grimtide. Grimtide just doesn't have a theme altogether. It doesn't have any songs to it. Highmore is going to have one dungeon, which is going to be something. I, again, don't have most of the maps done here, but when I do get them done, it's going to be good. Oxhelm does not have a theme. It doesn't have an overworld theme, but there is no dungeon in this region. And here, I'm going to try to put something here. I don't know what necessarily. I just am like, I don't know what I'm going to put here. Because, again, I just have no clue. So, I don't have any extra maps done, but I could technically keep copy and pasting, you know, the basic shops everywhere. I mean, technically there's going to be about 6 to 7 dungeons, about 3 or 4 of which already have boss themes, and those are what are they? Because I've already made them, so again, probably not much to worry about. Okay, so I've already made the boss for the Horseman, the Malice and Despair boss, and Zygax, but I just don't have any other themes for these other bosses, which I don't have the Guardian themes. You know, the giant sand dudes. I don't have these guys' themes. These guys are the Yes, I just don't have a theme for these guys. I don't have a theme for this guy. Why is my mouse doing that? I gotta go to troops to actually show you. Wait. I need to show you the full scale images of some of these characters so you can kind of get, you know, some bit of understanding what they look like too. So I don't have a theme for him. He's gonna be in a dungeon. He's not only gonna be in the, what is that called? The 2 boss rushes, but he's probably gonna be, I don't know which boss to put him in. I don't know which area to put him in, really. So, also, I actually changed the original starting region. So instead of you starting off in the first map, I made it so that you're pretty much starting in Neo Stone Summit in an technically already purchased house, which is going to be this down here. I'm actually going to, you know, revise this. And this area is a warp point that you can actually go to. Because I don't want to warp you straight in the house, I'm going to warp you to these little tiles, which have these little stars on them, or whatever they are. So I'm going to make this a house. I'll revise that later. But here's the thing. More or less, more or less, it's if you want to be a part of this, and then realistically, you would have to make a piece, and then, you know, let me listen to it, let me see where it fits, because I've actually had to change Neo Stone Summit's theme twice and Zygax's theme once. So the original theme, I don't have it on my computer, but it used to start out with a more heavy tech, a more high-tech sounding theme. You know, a lot of beeps and stuff. But I changed it to make it have a little less beeps. And then I just completely overhauled the whole song. I completely overhauled the whole song to actually make it sound more town-like. I don't know how to really describe it because I don't have it on my computer yet. But it's more, quote, town-like. So, instead of being more, you know, kind of rigid sounding and, you know, more rigid sounding and sharp, I now have it so that it is just more, I guess more lively, more bouncy, I guess, you know. Wanted to really emphasize the fact that this, you know, while it is a town, in this little game, it is a town, but I wanted to also make it sound, you know, somewhat appealing so that you're not like, oh, this song again. Pretty much that's another problem I run into is I don't want any of these songs to be like, oh, it's this shit again. Like I want it to be, oh, this is it, oh, it's this. You know, I want it to be memorable, somewhat, as memorable as I can make it. But you know, this is probably one of the larger projects I've done all my life. You know, finally for once, we've pretty much had full collaboration and full understanding that this is going to take a while. Now, I know other people out there are doing the same thing as well. But it's like, you know, I wanted to do this for like a long time because I made one game that was a concept. I literally made it just like 2 quests long, and it was very bad. It was very broken. And I'm like, I need to change this because I want it to be better. And then I changed it to make it, instead of it being, you know, like 30 minutes long, I made it about 3 hours long. I mean, 3 hours starting from level 1, trying to grind to the appropriate levels, all that hoo and ha, blah, blah, blah. So I'm pretty happy about all that. I'm pretty happy that, you know, we're all starting to, you know, do this and, you know, be cool and all that, which is very nice, very nice. I want to keep the motif of having a red roof on a majority of the house buildings. Oh, never mind. That just looks terrible. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna make this the house you start in, and you're automatically gonna have this point. So this is gonna be an automatic warp point, okay? And while I would clear this region out so you can just walk right out there and just do your shopping in the item store, which I don't know if I actually made, if I changed all this. Oh, never mind. That's the item store. This is the weapon shop. This is going to be split weapons and armor. So I just want to let you know that so nobody freaks out. It's going to be split weapons and armor. Or if I haven't already made the item shop or the weapon shop, I might automatically just make this a weapon armor shop. Jeez. What am I thinking? Okay. So yeah, I might actually just make this an armor shop. We'll overhaul that real fast. I need to find the tiles though. And doing a lot of this. It's very difficult. But let me see, what does that look like? It has like a metal to it. So I'll make, oh dear lord. Doesn't look 100% great, but it's far from shit. Good enough. So, let me make the door hole. I'll chop it so that it's 3. Yeah, screw it. I'll just chop it so that it's a 3x3 plane. So it looks semi-even. And you know, while it does look small, I, you know, want to make it look somewhat good. So that it, you know, it doesn't look completely shitty. And let me hop into here, move this up there, and get rid of that event. I'm actually got to change. Oh, never mind. That wasn't even. Huh, that wasn't even open. Cool. So I actually need to change that event for later. So there we go. Let me put the armor shop logo on top of there. Boom. There we go. And we just slap a nice neon sign there too. Why not? I guess some ideas. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, again. Now, unfortunately, there's no extra vehicles in this game because my last game used a full advantage of the boat in that version, like it used full advantage of the boat. Now the problem is that I couldn't make a land that wasn't absolutely geometric like this, because you can see this has very, clear cut corners. So I didn't want to load anywhere. I wanted to make each level by hand. That's why it took me very long. For that game, I think I started about a year ago. No, not about a year ago, about 2 or 3 years ago. But I just never got it done. And you know what? I think because I keep, yeah, I guess you actually could use Audacity, but un problemo is that I just don't like the fact that my RPG Maker keeps opening up on the separate window. Freaking, what do you call it? Geez, I already forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, the database keeps opening up on the second window. It keeps opening up on my first thing, but I'm actually gonna have to change my taskbar settings real fast. I have to change a couple settings here, so do hang tight. On taskbar when window is open now. Hide labels. There we go. Show none of that stuff. Show no badges on the taskbar. Use command, no. Yeah, hide labels, okay. Oh dear lord. Okay, I'm kind of messing with a little bit too many settings here. But I think that's good enough. Now let me clear all that. Pump this back up. And now I just need to set my display cap to being monitor 0. There we go. And it still shows everything. So let me see. Oh, no. Oh boy. I mean, nothing too much because you just see me on live dashboard. Always high levels. There we go. Smart. Oh my god. What have I done? Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm a guy to technology. So now this is what I had like a problem with, is that yeah, it kept loading like on the opposite screen. So here we go. Now I'm actually just gonna make a very basic house. We're gonna find a very basic house. And we'll do house 2 because it looks a little bit lower now. Well, yeah, because I can just really clear up a lot of these areas. Like I can clear out this region. Move this a little bit to the side. That's Mike's getting in my way a little bit here. So, I can actually just replace a lot of these things for the basic wood for the flooring here. Get rid of those, get rid of those, get all that, and that, and that. I'm just going to clear out a lot of this space because I need to figure out. Whoops, not there. Just need to take some time and really figure out what I'm going to do. I might want to make this table smaller too. I might just make it like a very simple table like up here and just have like 2 chairs at the other end of it. Yeah. There we go. Now we're thinking. Okay. Yeah, we'll just, oh god, no. Screw it. I'm just gonna glue a table down. And there. And there, and there. Maybe not there. There we go. Perfect. Why 3 chairs? Why not? So, let me think. What else could I put in here? Usually, chop the size of the bed. Because it's not going to be that big, because you start out as one character. You then later build up a party of people. Yeah, I might want to make this messy bed. Why the hell not? And then block the window too. There we go. Yes. This is amazing. Beginnings of a great development here. Oh my lord. I really do believe this is gonna be great. Also, let me think. What else do I need to add in here? I guess I could add a little bit more because it's a bit too vacant down here. I might add a chest with some basic things. Ooh, you know what? Let me add a chest with some basic crap in here. Like, I don't know. I might make the chest. I don't know if I want to make it scale. That would be annoying. I hate to say it, but if I made a chest that's scaled, that would be annoying because it's like, oh, you're this far in the game and it gives you X number of things. So I don't think I want to do that. That just kind of sounds convoluted as all ever living shit. So that means I'm gonna have to make the character start out with nothing and give him his initial gear. New event page, self switch A. So pretty much, let me think. I'll be generous. So you're all watching this. I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give you 5 potions. Oops, my number lock is not on. 5 potions. And let me see. 5 elixirs. And just for the shits and giggles, I'll give you 4 gold. No, just kidding. I'll make it decent. I'll make it decent for starting out. I'll make it 250 gold. Basic weapons being, since it is only you starting the game, I'm pretty much going to give you basic armor and weapons to make the chest a mandatory thing, unless you really want to go hardcore. And don't tell me it crashed. Never mind, it didn't. Good. Whew. Did it crash? Close out Nox. I'll keep multi-instance open, but I just want to... Why does it always ask me if I want to shut down Nox? Like, yes, I want to shut down Nox. I don't need it right now. I'll put the chest piece, and I'll put a helmet in there. I'll make it very easy. Literally, I'm making this super easy. And, oh my god, I guess we can start doing some plot now. Hell yeah. I need to look up how to make a good cutscene, because I want to make a funny intro cutscene where I'm talking to you. You can definitely have a great idea for the final boss. Okay. Megan, when you make it, just let me know, and send it to the business email. You go to my channel, click the About section, and you click Unmask, and it'll give you my business thing. I don't want to spam it on here because I know someone's gonna like another one person. Yeah, direction fix. There we go. So now I can have some plot development. Now I probably need to watch a couple videos on how to make a cutscene where I'm literally talking to you. What plot we talking about? No, no, no. We're talking about the game. We're talking about my game right now. The thing I'm working on. You know, I'm working on some plot. So making, let me look up making a cutscene RPG MV. There we go. So a lot of the people I use are like Venthros, the Unpro Pro. Those guys are pretty cool. I don't like SR Dude that much. You know, some random dude. Driftwood Gaming is also really cool. I wouldn't be, you know, really back into this if it weren't for, you know, like Driftwood and Yanfly. You know, people at Yanfly Engine. Those guys are cool. Ooh. The 2 weather. Oh my god, we can see a weather effect in the building. Yes. Okay. Okay, so I have to rewind it because I don't remember. Oh my god, I figured this out. I'm gonna fade out screen. Show text. And I'm pretty much gonna make this dim because the background, oh shit, it doesn't show it. But the background for dim is kind of like, it's like a black cloud around the text. So I don't want to show you too much of the characters. I don't want to show you my character, of course, because that would just really be spoilers. So that would be like one massive spoiler if I just outright showed you the character that I have. That would just be completely boring. So you know what? I'll actually wait to work on. Nah, fuck it. Like I'm here for a while, so fuck it. Fuck, how do you spell decided? Decide. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Don't worry, guys. I'm smart. I'm smart. I mean, I am gonna make a game where you're actually gonna make where you're gonna name your own character, but that's gonna be a little bit later down the road. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit later down the road. That's actually gonna be the second game. That's gonna be the after story. Now, as I mentioned, there's gonna be one party member that just outright leaves you because of another in-game event. I don't want to spoil anything because the game idea is actually following 2 separate stories, well, kind of 3 or 4. If you really think about it, my game kind of follows 4 separate stories. One being you, the protagonist, and all the main characters doing your thing. Number 2 is the after story characters. The after story characters won't be mentioned until the end of the game, which there will be another cutscene that takes place that I will actually put like a full narrated part in. That I think I can put like a full narrated part in there. So I'll put that. I'll make it. It might just be like, you know, a play movie and it plays the movie. But here's the problem: if I export it to an Android, when it plays that movie, it's gonna crash. Like I already know that because I tried it once way back a long time ago when I tried playing a movie. The game crashed because it didn't know what to do. So yeah, that's a problem. Nah. I don't want to break the fourth wall too much. So I'm gonna go. Rest in peace to all the viewers. It's doing good, now it's doing bad. But who cares? I don't know. I don't really know, because at the end there's a huge plot twist. There's a huge plot twist at the end. I'm not gonna say who or what, or what happens. I'm not gonna say that because that. So. And now we fade in the screen. I'll actually make it. Oh, I don't know if I'll make it flash. Yeah, we'll make it flash. And fade in. And now. Enter main character. Please spot the main character. Oh, and in case anybody's worrying, in case the one person watching is worrying, don't worry, this person is not. Maxis is not as dense as another particular protagonist we've encountered before. Most importantly, Rain Clouds. We have never seen a protagonist more dense than him, but Maxis is not dense. I will make him as not dense as possible. As not dense as I really want, actually, because again, it's more or less what I feel like doing. Let me see, what was that? Supreme. Oh, fuck. I'm already not spelling things correctly. Well, damn. You spew back on the live chat, see what happened. No? Okay. Again, we'll keep the flash out. And I'll start the main character. I don't know if I want to start the main character in the bed or beside the bed. I think I'll start him beside the bed, because that seems like the best thing to do. Yeah, so then there's game start. Kill switch. Activate. Auto run. I'm sorry, there's not much of a real, like, full-on juicy story, but you know, it's just like, okay, you know, you kind of get the basic premise. You know, fucked up dream. You're like, what the fuck? Wake up. I'm not gonna. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll make Maxis naked. I'll make him like wear nothing. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna make a separate character model where I make him wear nothing, and then when you get to the chest, it switches the characters. I think of these great ideas, and I never like realize how good they are until like, oh hey, guess what? So I'll put him at 28. Oh whoops, Maxis again. I'm just gonna call it Wake. Yeah, I'll call it Start. I'm just gonna call it Start because that's like the basic. That is the basic Maxis I can just think of because it's like, okay, you know. Like, I don't want to call it, you know, Maxis quote Start because I don't know. That would just be too weird. That would just be really weird. Nobody has parentheses in their names, I think. Do not tell me the game just fucking crashed. Okay, you know what? Before I actually continue, I'm saving the game. I'm going to save it a few times, really, because I don't want this to crash. Oh my god, I do not. Because I spent an entire day once making this game. Like, there was a day, not in this game, but it was another game, that I literally spent days working on. And then have it all get fucked up. Now let me actually test. Hang on. Because in here, there are actually a ton of spoilers that I can't show. Because it would ruin everything. We open up the Maxis character here. And I make just a bare bones, not a face image. I just make a bare bones walk character. And I'm not going to make a knockout. I don't want to make a knockout sprite because I don't think you'll ever need said knockout sprite. You know what? Actually, let me see what. Yeah, I won't make him entirely naked. I'll just give him pants. How about that? We'll give him pants today. Tomorrow. Walking character. Export. Okay. Spoilers in the images. Spoilers everywhere. Maxis Start. So again, I don't really intend. You know what? Just because I don't intend on it, let me actually just make this just in case. Because I know it's going to become a problem that if somebody does try to make, you know, no start item. I mean, I guess I could make, you know what? I'll make a workaround. I'll put a switch in the chest. I'll put a switch in the chest that prevents you from leaving. There we go. Start. We really should be making these switches in order, but oh no, I'll put the switch at the start and then have the switch off as soon. Oh. Player touch. There we go. I can't leave yet. I'll make it with the Maxis face. I'll say I can't leave you. Oh. And then I'll turn the character around and walk you away from the region. So set path, set movement route, player. Yeah, because you're going down, so I'll move you up 3. I'll move you up 3. And then new page. Oh my god, I could have made this a conditional branch. Fuck. Conditional. Now wait, here's the problem. I have to make if start is on, create an else branch. Cut. If start is on, paste. Cut. Paste. If else, which means if the switch is off. Wait a minute. Holy fuck. My brain. No, okay, space bar. Okay. If start is on. Yeah, if start is on. No, I can't leave this place yet. I can't leave yet. I have no clothes on now. If create another one, if switch is off. Oh, if start is off. Oh, come on. Start is off. All right. Let's write this. That is amazing. It's an amazing adventure because he's just walking outside to take a fucking breath, you know, and then you go from like trying to take a breath, you know, trying to breathe. And then create a self switch. And I'm going to create two opposite self switches. So B and then A. This one's going to be A. Wait, no, wait. This one can't be off. Because if start is on, if start is off, then I'll create a new event page. If self switch B is off, then just by maneuvering around, you'll be good. Now again, I'm actually going to need to test this. So you actually control switches. Start is now off with the chest. 8 days to Elena. Yep. I'm actually really happy for that. Like, that's fucking great. Like, we're gonna be seeing a very, very good unit. So add maxes, add number 1 maxes, and change party member to number 28 max. Remove. You might also want to create, like, as soon as you step out, like, a reminder that you need to open the menu in order to actually, like, switch your shit. So remove starting maxes, add a regular maxes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. Well, I'm going to briefly test this map. Now, problem is, yeah, moving you up 3 is going to put you right here. Now, problem is that I need to create 2 instances where a door opens and closes. New Brave Frontier waifu. Yes. Now, again, this doesn't need a specific region, a specific image, but it does need to be calling a region, so I can actually just, yeah, and also, that's one thing you have to understand, is that if you don't have, oh geez, you know what, I also will set up start house, no, I'll set up start house warp, and, oh no, I don't think I can start, you know, I don't think I can really set up the start house warp calling card yet. Now again, every other region is completely undeveloped, so that's the thing, is that I actually need to make specific tiles. I need to make certain things for each region. I'll make it this door. Oh, not that door. I didn't want to click on that door, so this door. Action button will send you into the house, transfer player, into house number 2. It'll send you, I'm actually just going to put you up there because I don't want it to auto lock you in that cutscene, because I actually really want to test this out now. So yes. Oh my god. It's been an hour and no progress. Don't worry, I'll bring my computer to wherever I'm going tomorrow. Get some of this done. Really though, just to get a lot of this done. Now please, game, don't tell me. Okay, so I'm starting a new game because the other game would just send me straight to the other location. Now here's the thing. Fade out, access hello. Oh fuck. That's right. I didn't set up the whoops, I didn't set up the starting character, so I don't think I can edit. Yeah, I don't think I can edit that. So I have to go to database. System. Starting party. Actor 28 Maxis. And there we go. Actor 28 Maxis. Wait, did I not? Oh. I haven't set up anything. Oh my god. We're smart here, guys. Don't worry. We're amazingly smart. And oh wait, we don't have a side view battler. We don't need that. There we go. I'm smart. Save changes. Yes, again. Oh. I'm just gonna play it in its original aspect ratio of whatever the hell this is. No. Now I want to see. Oh fuck! I don't have the. I don't have any of the switches set up. What the hell? I'm smart, everybody. Don't worry. We're smart. Now, that could be a problem. I mean, that is a problem. Because it's like, okay, because I didn't do that. Imagine if somebody was able to slip through the cracks and, you know, play a, version like that where you just gotta run around with no weapons, no armor. Right here. Okay, so nothing happens. What the fuck? If, yeah, start. Conditions, start. Ooh. Okay. This is becoming moderately annoying now. Player touch. Same as characters. I'll make it below. I don't think it should really matter. Because it's player touch, so I don't think... Ooh. That's become a pain. Okay, now, please. For the love of God and all that is holy. Okay, that's a pro. Control switches start on. Start is on. So why the hell isn't it letting me... Same as characters. Let's see if that at least does something to change how this gets treated. I think if one's below characters and one's same as characters, they kind of cancel. Well, if both of them are the same, like if two are below, then it cancels. But if two, I don't know. So here's the problem. Pretty much when you start a first game, none of the self switches activate. So, okay, what the fuck? Do I need to create a really long, lengthy conditional line? I think I do. Edit. Create an else branch. Else. Cut. Yeah, because if this is off, paste is off. Else if start is off. Alright. There we go. There we go. Self switch B activates. I think then we should make a self switch A part. Now, I don't know what to do because this thing, oh lord. Ushi or Milko. I hate to say it, but I think Milko. I'm saying Milko because he seems he just doesn't care about Raven that much, because I'm like, okay, you know, maybe he's someone who just like is like, okay, look, I don't really give a shit, but you know, here's this. Ushi kind of takes everything seriously, calling every unit trash essentially. So it's like, okay, dude, like get off your high horse. We know where you are. We know you where you are at this point. Like, come on, dude. Wait, I might have gotten this to work. Next thing is to get to the chest and see. Oh, never mind. I mean, the text. I think this needs a condition. Else blank, and so if start is off. Okay, so if start is on, it says this. And I honestly think I should just, instead of doing that, I think I should just move you twice up instead of 3 times up to kind of shorten the. Good Camilla. Yeah, Camilla's still pretty good. I don't know what that means, but okay. But that's another thing. It's like, ooh, conditional branches. There's one thing that'll give you more headaches whenever you're trying to make an RPG Maker game is trying to get switches and conditionals to function the right way. No joke. You can try your hardest. If you don't have that conditional set, you're fucked. You are really fucked. Oh my. How? Why? Hang on, let me. Oh. I don't know if I can make a common event. I probably could make a common event with. You know, see, the problem is that I can't like make it so it's like, oh, this, you know, this event page will be activated when a certain switch is off. But no, I have to make it. I mean, well, yeah, self switches are really good. It's just why? But the problem also is that self switches only activate within one thing. So now I'm pretty much going to be trying to have some double assurance. So there's that. Now, conditional branch. If start is... Oh, come on. Why did I put the cancel button right there? If start is off. Create an else branch. Now, if start is off, and then if else, copy, paste, copy, paste. And by process of elimination, this is the way it should work. Because from what I've been reading is that it reads these pages one by one. So now let me just grab Maxis's face. Who's my favorite unit? And when are you gonna make a top 10 best units video? I mean, I'm fine with questions. I actually kind of enjoy getting questions like this. My favorite unit, well, for speaking currently, my favorite unit has to be Arthur, solely because he was the first to introduce double cast. Or if you want to put it in what Europe said, he kind of added the burst rage, which is using more brave bursts in one thing. And when I'm gonna make a top 10 best units video, I really don't know if I've made a top 10 best units video. But the problem with that is gonna be there's gonna be a lot of conflicting ideas, but not a bad idea. I'll put it down on the list. I'll put it down on the list of things I need to do. So I can't remember when my last top 10 video was. Top 10 legacy units, top 10 best supports. Okay, so I have only done like best support unit, top 10 legacy units, top 10 worst, top 10 favorites, top 10 free, top 10 collab. So yeah, I'll actually do a top 10 best units video, like based. Now for that video, I might have to make it strictly based on utility, like who's the best damage dealer, like who can deal the most damage. So I'll make that video. You know what, maybe tomorrow I'll make that video. Tomorrow I'll make that video and then Friday it'll go up because I want to edit that video really well. So, okay. Okay, now we're going to test this for the 75th time. Cool. Where am I either have sticky notes or index cards somewhere here. There we go, I have index cards right here. Cool, so I'll actually make that. Top 10 best units. Now again, it's going to be basically more or less their utility, what they do. Now look, I swear to God, if I don't get... Okay, so instead of it activating here, it now activates here. That's good. That's an improvement. Oh, finally! Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Finally, I got it to work. Now, does it activate again? Okay. Ooh. Jeez, that's fine. Oh my God. Finally, I got it to work. I got one thing to work. Yay. Jesus. Good God. That was annoying as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there have been some things that have been super annoying to develop about this thing, and then some have been more annoying than others. Getting this whole conditional to work, holy Jesus, is it fucking great. Now, I'm gonna make a text box appear right there. So, finally I can get it out. Okay. And there we go, the event's officially gone. That start self switch is no longer anywhere in sight. Yeah, now again, you cannot pass through this area, so I want to make it so that I can use this area as like a warp point, and you know, you can like, you know, do your fancy schmancy stuff. Yeah, so currently there's nothing implemented that would actually, give this game much detail to it yet. Obviously, all the region connecting spots are all not implemented. I'm just going to make a funny text here. I'm going to go, oh, how can... There we go, there we go. No, we need to have the shirtless guy here. Oh. How convenient. A random chest. Possibly. I don't know if that's how you spoke conveniently. I'm halfway right. Convenient. There we go. I just needed to drop the I. Which mission to do to unlock the Ark trial? By any chance, I remember which one to do to unlock Ark. Oh geez, I don't know. I think you just need to clear Grand Gaia, clear the entirety of Grand Gaia. I think you just need to clear Grand Gaia. Yeah, defeat Lucius in Barriura, which is the last part of Grand Gaia. So I'm right. So you need to complete again, Lucius in Barriura and trial number 6. So that's how you get the Ark trial. And number 6, I believe, is the Lucius trial, because I think I don't know. I think oh no, trial 6 is Affledilith. Trial 8 is gonna be Lucius then. Okay, so there's that. So again, Barriura, and then trial 6. And then trial 8 will be Lucius after you clear Ark's trial. How convenient, a random chest, possibly full of stuff in my house. Stuff. Really full of stuff. Dot. All here in my house. All here in my house. There we go. Much better. Holy shit, we got a conditional branch working. We have one out of millions of conditionals working. Because there's going to be conditionals. Oh my god, I just noticed this. There's going to be I'm going to have to make a conditional branch for an entire ending. Oh, oh no. What have I done to myself? Oh, why do I do this? Oh, you know what I can do? I can just copy. Let me go to the debug area and just make 3 different shopkeepers. I'm going to copy one shopkeep. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll copy one shopkeep and just paste him. I'll make, again, the 3 individuals, and then just paste them in each and every region. This guy will be we're going to do collabs. Yes, actually, we're going to be doing a collab as soon as Omni Estia rolls around. As soon as Omni Estia comes out, me and another dude on this, in the community here, his name is Shadowpixel, we're going to be doing a summon battle. Now, the summon battle is going to be great because I've been moderately lucky, but I have also at the exact same time kind of been sucking recently, trying to summon things. So maybe, my luck's kind of ran out on me. So, yeah, we're going to be going back. We're going to be doing some summon battles when Omni Estia is around. It's going to be great. Now, I'm going to save again. And I'll be right back because I need to go to the bathroom. So stick around real fast. I just got to go pee. Okay, so the boy is back. The boy is back in town, everybody. Very brief pee, so there we go. All good. All good in the hood. So I want to figure out how to make a very basic... You know what? I'm just going to say welcome to my shop. You know, I'm just going to have them all be welcome to my shop. Welcome to my shop. My shop, I aid in your quest. As much as I would just love to copy... Oh fuck, I just said I was gonna copy the same guy 3 different times, you know. Would you like to buy or sell? Choices are buy, sell, and cancel. And cancel is going to be choice 3. Default is none. So there's no automatic default choice. Actually, you know what? No, default choice is going to be 1. So there we go. Buy, sell. Let me see. Open shop processing. I'm looking for shop processing. I think I may have skipped it. Yeah, here we go. Shop processing. Actually, no. Wait, I need to... Yeah, I'll just make a standard potion within each region. Cancel is going to be number 1. I feel bad because I've almost done 30 summons for Xenon and gotten a lot of 8 file downloading and double connecting, but it doesn't always work. I would get excited and think I got... Yeah, that happened to me. I got a couple file downloads, but here's the thing. Don't look at 8 file downloads. Do not look at 8 file downloads. Those are all misleading. If you get a big chunk of files, if you get like 12 or 17, like when I got my Xenon, I got 17 files downloaded. And I'm like, hey, this is pretty good. So again, I'm just going to take and copy, and then I will find each town manually, put a shop within each, and just kind of paste the guy and in each region, each shop, and just change his character sprite. Yes, don't submit. I got 34 files downloading. Ooh. Well, here's what I do. I always do a full download and update, and then I go back into the game. So it might just be that sometimes you don't do a full download. So I mean, that's the thing. It's like I recommend just when you get back in the game after an update or maintenance, do an update or a full download, or do both, so that you have a higher chance of clearing up a lot of, you know, common misconceptions when it comes to summoning. Now, technically, at this point, let me move this guy back over here. Jeez, why is he all the way right there? So I could technically now take each item shop, weapon shop, and armor shop and just copy paste it. All but the exceptions of one map. I believe it's just one map that has like a conjoined. I got 2. Oh yeah, cool. Mono Shion team. Now, I remember there was some region that I mentioned that I would have put a... So, weapons is going to be down here. I'm going to put a weapon shop right here. Yeah. Kind of... Again, really kind of... fix everything out here and kind of balance each region. Like, I know it's kind of stupid for me to put, like, you know, one kind of shop in every single region. But I mean, okay, so there's an item shop there. This, I'm just gonna completely get rid of this area because this area is gonna serve, well, technically any mini marts in the game that are from the maps would just serve the exact same purpose as the they would serve the exact same purpose as the item shops. So I don't want to, confuse anybody thinking that they're supposed to go in those areas to get items. I want to make it, kind of more conventional for RPG standards. I think the last time I checked your level, I'm like level 596 right now. So there's that, yeah. Oh, I can't multi-select. Okay, copy, paste, good job, copy, paste, copy, paste. And yeah, I mean, again, it's going to be very difficult for me to make each region, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's worth it. It is really worth it. So let me close all of the school hall regions because each area is going to have to be modified, one different from the last. So Timberlight Academy. Timberlight Academy, that's the place I was thinking of. I need to make. Ooh, I'm going to try your game when you publish it. Yeah. Now, I'm actually making it for both Windows and Android devices. So if you have a Windows or an Android device, you can play it on either one. I don't know how to get an IPA file converter maker thing, so that's going to have to wait for a little bit until I figure it out. I don't know if my Windows computer can inherently create or if there's extensions in the game files that can automatically make IPAs, but we'll give it a shot. I'll make it for every major platform that's, like Windows, Mac, Linux, and Android and iOS. Problem is, though, is that I'm not going to be selling. Well, the good thing is that I'm not going to be selling it because I don't have the money to pay for the license of the music. So I have to pretty much give you free music, which isn't really bad because it's actually really good. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing or if it's, being greedy or anything. It's just like, it would have been better if they were more open-ended on their agreements. But you know what? That's a-okay. Because if you guys are enjoying me making this, I'm enjoying it too. And this has always been like a huge dream of mine, just going through and creating something that hasn't really, I don't know, making games, people making games has just not been one of those things that anybody's been doing anymore. So, I kind of want to bring this back. I want to show that people can, that some, people who are, kind of new to the whole thing can actually, do stuff. And again, this is clearly not a driven thing. This is just like, you know what? I got bored one night, said, I'm going to make a game. And boom, here we are. Yeah. I mean, again, it's also more or less one of these things where I'm like, hey, oh shit, that's not a, whoops, that's not a house, side and tile. Okay, so again, I mean, it's very nice to have, all these people, all you guys out there, at least wanting to see some cool stuff come out of this. And I'm not gonna lie, when I wanted to make this game originally, like, it was kind of a huge task. But now, since seeing that you guys are all, more or less, happy and, super psyched to see at least some major developments in here, it's really cool. Really cool. And again, as long as, you guys enjoy this stuff, I'm enjoying it too. I mean, I did mention at the beginning where I'd be hopping back between this and Brave Frontier, but right now there's nothing really happening in Brave Frontier because it's just Brave Frontier right now is just Europe collaboration. We got Morgana, whoop-de-doo. If you have Phelan, don't worry about her. If you have Johnny from the Guilty Gear collabs, don't worry about her. Because essentially Johnny and her are the same, except she has spark damage, and I think Johnny has crit damage. So again, if you have Johnny, if you have Phelan, if you have Zella, if you have Zaijing, if you have Zivaloa, Zivaloa is probably your best pick though. If you have any of those units that I just mentioned that aren't Morgana, you don't really need Morgana. So, you know, also moderately disappointed that there is no Europe Event Bazaar, as they mentioned or alluded to for that fact in the what do you call it, the news, yeah. So kind of, I'm not angry, I'm just, you know, disappointed, you know, disapproving pack face here. So yeah, I'm gonna plug in my phones real fast so that neither of them die. My phone and my other thing. And I will now get ready to check all my stuff to make sure nobody has sent me anything. Let me check all my boxes. Okay, so again, really nice. BF has been boring because I've completed most of the important things and recently completed all the master thanks to Ravi. Yeah, pretty much everything's become repetitive at this point. All I want is either Gumi to release a new trial, a new strategy zone. Oh geez, that looks weird. Okay, so a new strategy zone or a new trial. Something new that we haven't seen. Now, let me think. I don't think I've put the, oh yeah, I made the hideous clock tower there. So I don't think I have actually made, oh there it is, never mind. I put the what do you call it down? The warp panel. So pretty much I'm gonna make it so that within each region, again, like I mentioned in previous streams, that each region has not a house warp, but a warp point so that you can just kind of walk around. And now I'm going to make separate shops. Now, I don't think Sunbreeze really needs an item or weapon shop. I mean, I could probably slap an item shop, but I'm not going to put a weapon shop in here. Pretty much, I'm going to make this, oh god, I forgot I left a floating plant there. So that's going to be removed very quickly. There we go. So pretty much, I'm actually going to put the item shop right here. I'm going to make this the item shop, and this is going to be the house you can purchase. Now again, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. There's going to be one purchasable house. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, while I do kind of have a little bit of, I am like, you know, kind of nervous some days and some kind of anxious and stuff. You know, whenever I make videos, it's like that all kind of really just disappears, and I'm like super fucking cool. And do be ready for me to say, you know, a lot of crazy stuff some days. Especially when we get back to Doki mods, whenever a brand new day is done, and whenever I feel like getting to what's that one called? It's Doki Doki Date Club. It basically makes Doki Doki more or less your average, you know, plain and simple dating sim instead of insanity. So that's what I'm gonna be doing later. Maybe I don't know. I keep saying Friday or Saturday. I say it like every week. I'm gonna go, Friday, Saturday is gonna be this. It's never what I say it's gonna be. So just kind of keep, you know, try to keep and watch whenever I, you know, put up a new upcoming event, because that might be that stream. That might be the stream. Who knows? Have you played Dokkan Battle? No, I have not. Oh, and don't worry, guys. The giant lemonade cup is still here. If anybody remembers that, you know, where I was like mid rant, and then I just started like drinking out of my little lemonade cup. I'm like, you know, with the fucking straw and everything. So, also, I do apologize if you don't like hearing me say like a bunch of mean words. It's kind of part of, it's not only part of the character, it's just kind of something I've said for like ever and just never wanted to say anything different because I always like originality. Also, Sunbreeze. I'm actually gonna kind of throw in a couple allusions to other games. You know, I'm actually gonna, you know, push in a couple things here and there from other games that I've played that were not actually recorded. Now, I did play a bunch of other games, and another reason why the school is a region in the game is there's going to be a big series of events that takes place within one of the school rooms. I'm actually going to make one of the school rooms look completely battered. I'm going to put like a weather effect. I don't think I can put a weather effect, but I can tint the screen, so that's really cool. You can go listen. I won't really care. Okay. I mean, again, there's some people. I'm not saying there's everybody, but some people don't like it when I say that. So I'm like, I kind of got to be careful with what I say. But, you know, I mean, again, if you guys are fine with it, you know, I can deal. So I want to make it like a pure black kind of. I don't want to make it, okay, dark. Sunset, night. We'll make it looking like a night in here. 60 frame, no, not, we don't want that, you know, 60 frame weight. It's going to be, I don't know how to make it last forever. Making a screen tint permanent is what we're going to be looking up next. Making a screen, no, stop, screen tint permanent RPG MV. We turn off my heater. Halfway to 200. Yep. We're actually 50. I think we're actually like 50. No, like 47 away. We're really close. Tint screen demonstration. Let me see. I don't. I want it to last. That's the thing, is I want it to be super long. But here's the thing, if I make it I don't want to make it, I mean, I want to make it indefinite, because like that's the thing. Maybe if I just like, you know, lay my finger on the 9 key. Okay, there we go. So I guess I guess that works. Auto run, and then each time you enter and re-enter the region, it perpetually makes it look like it's night. I just want that to happen because it's something that happened in it happened in Doki Doki Rain Clouds, and like, you know, my feels were just kind of like, you know, chopped up into little bits with an axe. So, oh god, no, I want this. That's what I want, because I'm gonna make it like a one-way entrance and a one-way exit. But I don't know what to add here. I don't want to add in any of the schoolrooms really, because I want to make like the one. I want to make this one up here be like the super creepy one, and then have every other one looking semi-normal. And I don't know if I want to add like a special. I want to add an Easter egg in this room. I'll add a book. I'll add a Let's stick on watch your stream. Yeah, comment because. I mean, that's a-okay because I'm really not doing much with my time here. Because currently it's just really figuring everything out. Because I want to make this thing last indefinitely. I mean, I technically could line all the black space except for this spot here. These two tiles here I don't want to align with any auto run events. But I want to run like an auto run through the whole thing so that like it perpetually looks dark. And that would be really sweet, just to have it look really dark. And then like on one of the desks in the back, you know, back row right here, make it like, I don't know, fuck, I don't know what to make it because it's like if I make it something interesting, I want to make like a special in-game lore piece so that when you pick up the book and read it, it it like alludes to a previous stream I did. And I want to relate it to some of the other things I've done. I want to relate it to the Doki stream. Fuck it. We put a book. I'm gonna put a closed book on here, and I'm gonna pretty much give you a random object. But first off, guys, I'll be right back. Not only do I need to grab more water, but you know I need to do other things real fast. So it'll be a very semi-quick, I guess. So sorry about this, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, you boys back. Okay, let me see here. Ugh. Okay, let me see. Is there no books? Or is there another separate tile? Ugh. All I wanted was to put a special Doki meme in here. Well, okay. Here's the problem. I don't think I can make the book its own unique tile. I don't know if I can, because I haven't really found anything. I haven't really found the book. Or a book, really. Oh, those are papers. Good. Good enough. I'll make it a codex fragment then. You find some dusty papers. Items. Codex fragment. Oh, not codex fragment, Grimtide. Add item 151. New self switch. And I will make the common event first to really correlate it to the stream. I actually need to go back and watch the Doki things because I can't remember what I said. That was so long ago. So let me actually go back down because there's 100 different things I'm doing. So codex fragment. Codex fragment. Oddities. Oh my lord. The Doki streams. Dear lord. I'm like slowly starting to remember everything that was happening back then. But Jesus. Oh my god. Let me see. New day for Doki Doki mods. Yeah, here we go. It's the 4-hour version. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so my god. I'm sorry, I just love having a game that I'm making that I can just kind of interject my own references in. Ugh. All right. Okay. Uh, I still keep remembering how good a Brand New Day was. They need. Okay, so aside from all this, I'm making a This Isn't Tea reference from a Brand New Day. Oh my god, the insanity that ensued on that day. So I forgot where I was going. That's right, to the Brand New Day thing. So here's the thing. I don't know. I really don't know where the next extension to the mod is, because I really want to play it. I really, really want to play it. Like, no joke. Seeing all that is just, ugh. Hearing that before the freaking mod was done, I was kind of low key mad because I was. Then I got bamboozled too hard. So. Some random. Some random generic student. Some random generic student. And now. And now. I'm fucking lost. Some random generic student. I'm sorry. I just love writing these switches. Books read. Yeah, because in theory, what happens with each book is that it's only like a one time consumable thing. Wait a minute, did I do the same thing for this, or did I do something different for the books? Common event book 2. So wait, was there? Oh my god, I can't remember. Was there something wrong that I couldn't do with the book? Was there something I could only do via the books? The codex. Yeah, so. Huh. I think there might be a problem with the codexes then, because if it keeps adding a registry to the book. Conditional branch. I want to make like a, if item is consumed, give blank. Don't tell me. Okay. Why can't I call down on a common event? Hey, GX. Busy working on this part, trying to figure out why the codex isn't acting right. Well, the codex parts aren't acting appropriately. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't add any other parts. Okay, this is going to be a bit weird. I can't add any other common event pages. It was working so flawlessly before. I don't know, GX 2018. That might actually be a quote in the game. You might actually have yourself a quote in the game. Okay, so this is a big problemo. Because what it calls on is the game calls on the common events in a certain order, and it calls on them based on everything else. So I'm technically just going to copy and paste. And I don't think we can have, we can't have two instances of start at the same time. So I'm just going to start them right there, and I'm going to save really quickly to test this theory. I need to run both in the codex and in the geez, I can't remember what I'm trying to think of, but it's key items. No, okay. Me just received party members, and then let me get everything from these things here. Kind of crafting. Okay. Item. Key items. Let's see. It's use the book. Okay, so this is the thing. I don't know if I need to adjust the value because right now it's registering as one book value. Now items. I don't think I have the codex. I already know that. Let me read this. And I'm going to push F10 or F9. I can't remember, but I think it's F9 to open up the special debug menu and check if my variables went up. If the variables went up, there's a problem. 10, F9. F9. Okay, so the switch is on. There's two, yeah. That's going to create a bit of a problem because that could cheese your way out of this. Items. Can I add a variable? Effects. Other. No. Okay, so that's a problem. That is a big problem indeed. Because that's potentially game breaking. We're talking something big. Like if I give you the first book, you'd have to read it 9 more times. So that is game breaking. Oh boy. I mean, at least I catch these bugs early. Okay, so I need to make, I mean, okay, technically I could make 10 extra slots where all the codex pieces are. I'm gonna make a few minor alterations to a lot of things, but I don't want to keep moving those ones around. I don't want to move the tomes around. So technically I could just get rid of this. And essentially I could grab each codex fragment part and then just paste them underneath. Yeah, we made a This Isn't Tea reference from the Doki streams, so pretty much I'm going to make sure that it keeps the variable on. Now, one thing is the switch on. One thing is though is that I'm going to keep so that it changes the book's read to adding 1. Now, here's something interesting. I can call for the codex to read separate parts. So variable, no switches, because it's book 1, and then all of the, where did I put them? All the codex fragments. So fragment oddities, call it fragment oddities, you know, on. So now I would actually essentially just need to copy each part of the books and then have it read off different events. So that's a fix. That's an easy fix. So copy, I'm actually going to make it around this mark, yeah. Paste. I would just keep, copy and repasting the books in the other places. And click apply, because if anything changes now, I can always hit Control Z without everything completely changing on me. Now this is going to be painful because I need to scroll down for each and every one. I can't group copy and paste them into their own unique regions. They all must be done one by one. Which is painful as hell. Okay, book 9. And then book 10 is pretty much undone, so that could be a major problem for trying to actually sage everything correctly. Now, I can actually just, again, paste each one, and then copy each of the codex pieces, the codex fragments. And I'm only going to make a couple of these. I don't know what else to do, because I don't want them all being called the same interval, but I'm just going to get rid of each moment where it calls for a book to be read to go up. I'll actually call each one of these the common events for the codex, book 4, and I'll put codex next to it in parentheses so that it knows that it will be for the codex part. That's good. There, so that's book 1, no change, no adding. There. So now that there's no adding in these books, no, stop. I'm going to change each to codex, and again, oopsies. Okay. And this isn't very difficult because now each part is going to have 2 separate intervals where it calls for the codex version or for the original version. So there we go. Fixing problems one at a time. One huge problem fixed. book 2 is on, because I don't need to make a separate interval switch, because after you read the first part of every book, it literally would just automatically shift. So, here we go. 3 codex. Common Event Book 4. Scroll down to the Book 4 codex. So again, not a bad fix, just a very, would have been game breaking. Oh my lord. I would imagine that being like the day one fucking thing that I'd have to fix. So, I mean, at least I caught it now. I keep forgetting it's not double click, it's the space bar. Oh my lord. Number 9. Wait, what? Oh yeah, there. I'm changing each segment of the codex. God damn, I'm stupid some days. Fragment 10 codex. And okay, that's right. I was gonna make codex parts for each region. You know, Wolfbrook, Grimtide, Sunbreeze, Riverport, and Neo Stone Summit. Ugh. I won't actually make I'll make the codex versions first, and then I'll add the books +1. But I need to do something real fast. I'll be right back. Oh my lord, this is gonna be great. So I'll work on the non-codex versions of each region. Let me think. They have oddities. So I think self-destruct. Self-destruct's gonna have to be a different one. I think I'm just gonna have to put it down here. And then just get rid of these and just have, real fast, mod the skill to make it so that it calls on that one, so it doesn't not do anything. Whoops, I might have passed over it. There we go. And I'll now make it call on a different event. 49 self-destruct. So I'm gonna OK, and we're gonna save. So now that a huge, potentially game-breaking feature was now removed from the game. While that would have been fun thing for everybody to have noticed after the game's launch, I don't think that would have been fun for trying to create a patch to it because nobody would want to get the patch and game would be ruined. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna work on the codex. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the codex versions. Well, no, not the non-codex versions, so that it can all just get done. So codex fragment. I'm just gonna take this and copy. So that's Neostone Summit, Wolfbrook, Riverport, and the other place. So Neostone Summit. No, not show choices. Scrolling text is what we really need here. I keep thinking tab gives you 5 spaces in this, but it doesn't. It keeps kicking me to the next option. So, the start of your adventure. Also, I'm going to make it so that you just automatically get. I'll make it so that you automatically have Stone Summit, but it's not going to count as an automatic book. I'll make it as soon as you step outside, you get the book, or you get the entry to the codex. Now I do know, I think, that the Vortex Arena. No, it's not live. Never mind. So it's gonna be live tomorrow, which is gonna be boring because I don't want to do much for it. So yeah, I'm gonna play some videos in the background. Okay. Cool. So I don't have anything else. So start your adventure. This is also okay. You Boone were you born? Okay. Embrace that came from the okay. There are With and explore. Okay, so now mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Holy Lord. Going through making each of these little fragments is gonna take a long ass time, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. Everything in the end's gonna be really well. We actually move. I really need to move a lot of these things down. Now, mhm. Okay, so now I'm gonna save again. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, also another key point I want to hit on here. I was just digging through a lot of my old stuff, and I remembered that I was gonna add some skills. Now these actually have certain regions where they're going to be implemented, but I'm actually going to be adding special skills for certain characters from certain maps. Now, hearing some of the a lot of the things that I've been doing more recently again, I've pretty much been strictly devoted to getting a lot of content done, because again, it's one of these things that I really just want to get a good amount of this done today. So we have Grimtide, we have Oddities in the School, Neo Stone Summit. So this one's going to be Riverport and okay. So Riverport. I mean, I was actually really just trying to think of something to put in this. So a large port city. Or it is these. Yeah. Your hub of trade in the Okay, so I need to think. Okay, let me think. I need a name for this first land. So I need to think of a name for both regions, for Grimtide and for the areas of Grimtide, Highmoor, Oxhelm, and Light Coast between Stone Summit, the Neo Stone Summit area, Riverport, Sumbreeze, and Wolfbrook. Instead of just calling them Sub 1 and Sub 2, I need to think of a real name. So what's wrong with some locations? No. Hmm. Oh, this is weird. Hmm. Trying to think of a continent name for these regions is difficult. Terraria. That might be the name of the game, but I don't know. Because again, it then falls into the case of everything's kind of weird now because it's kind of in this odd gray area because I've now really kind of hit lore parts that it's like, oh great, I don't have any real huge segment. Lumos, huh? That's actually a good name for the second region. I'll give it to the second region because there's more stuff there. So me, metros. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'll take metros. Metros. Lumos will be the second region. There we go. And I'll rename each area. So let me see. Central hub of trade and metros. The report: a large port city that is central hub of trade and metros. These ships enter. Many ships enter the harbors. Unload. Massive amounts of oh Jesus. Oh my god, sorry for bumping the mic. Like my eye itched. And I'm like, ugh. Jeez. Uses fast resistance. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see. Here, sun breeze. Oh yeah, I already know what to make the codex fragment for this for. Now, I'm actually going to need to create connection points in a large overworld. This is and all. Let me see. This area is they're all. It is very sad. All right. So sorry about that. Had to quickly go back and change my thing. Right on Metros. Yeah. Let me see. I'll just copy paste it. There we go. Okay. I mean, I honestly don't care. Whoa. Space. Click enter. Become Metros. 2. The Metros. Machines 2. They're all focused on all of humanity. Are truly the best and brightest in best and the brightest. Okay. Fragment of Sunbreeze. And pretty much each region you go to, I probably shouldn't make it, books red, but I think if I did make a separate thing, like if I made the fragments, I guess that would make it slightly better. Make it, fragments. There we go. Fragments, add 1. And this is going to be the replacement for each of these regions. Or for each of these little things, it's going to be replaced with fragments instead of books red. I feel as if this is nice. Digging through fragment. There we go. Fragments and text. Scrolling text. Regions. I mean, each area is kind of its own, because there's going to be one massive hub, and gotta love those fragments. Yeah. Oh my god. Fragment. What is this? Fragment Wolfbrook. And Wolfbrook. There we go. Adding all those because I need to open each section of map and save. Well, that, and because I'm actually going to move map 1 into sub 1. And like I mentioned before, each region is going to be changed to Metros and Lumos. So I mean, like here in Lumos, I can actually change everything. I can actually create my own little thing. And if anything, I could just, load, like one of the large worlds, one of the vast world maps I have. Because RPG Maker MV has some of the biggest world maps, like this thing here. Let me put it here. Let me just zoom out as much as I can to show you how large these world maps really are. So this is what a real world map looks like. But again, I don't really have those because creating those is going to be a pain in the ass. Because see, we have an icy area, we have this large area, which I'm actually going to change to make metros. Because, you know, I'm going to cut out a huge section. No, I don't think I should. Because it's an RPG Maker game. Perhaps. But I want to make something. I want to make, like, a forgotten island or something. Basically, there's going to be there's going to be a bunch of regions, so there's going to be one last region that I'm going to... Okay, so technically the two last regions are the Hall of Transference. Now, the Hall of Transference and the Demon Castle pretty much fall in the same area, and this Limbo map is actually a separate ending. So this is actually one of the endings, and there's going to be a little bit more population down here, or maybe not, you know, really just figure out when you beat the game. Because as you saw earlier, or as some people might not have seen, is that I did add variables for affection, and I added variables to lower them and to raise them. So depending on how much you get, I'm going to try to work out a way to manipulate it. So that if you have a low reputation, you go to one place, and if you have a high reputation, well, yeah, you just start back off in where you were before. You know, start back at the old house area. And I'm just going to make a separate individual region for some things. Now, obviously, here, there's actually going to be 2 events. One event is when you beat the game with the good ending. And if you beat the game with the bad ending, I kick you back to the Demon Castle entrance, and well, no, I kick you back to the very start of the game. Basically, it just reboots itself from, you know, way back. So I do think currently map 1 is the best I've got. Is, you know, if I just leave map 1 alone, that's good in my case, because technically all I'd need to do would be modify some of the things, kind of maybe make it less, you know, less geometric, maybe add some regions out, you know, cut some spaces out, you know, chop out some holes here and there, you know, move this over. But again, it's like, this is all really cool stuff. This is all very interesting to me, and I will actually get back. Obviously, Metros is just the first hub region. Now, I'm gonna have to make 2 regions connect. Now, see, here's another problem, is making 2 regions connect. So, pretty much from here, I'm gonna make I have to make a back exit to Stone Summit, because I don't think there is one. Yeah, so there is no back exit of Stone Summit, but I guess you could exit from this side. And, you know, I just kind of, you know, throw something into there. Load. Let's load something here. Let's see if we can load like a special little passage or something. Or if I can, like, you know, transition one thing slowly into something else. Now, we have a connecting stream with a boat. Okay. I mean, that's the whole gimmick behind Riverport, is that I'm gonna make it so that you can go into a house and then you see a little cutscene where a little boat goes along a little river, or make it so that each area is kind of like its own unique spot, so that, you know, you enter. Let's say you want to go, well, because technically Riverport and Grimtide will be connected, but you won't be able to leave Grimtide because this area is going to be warded off. So when you enter Grimtide, you're actually going to be entering from, like, this way. You're going to be entering, you know, all the way over here. I'm going to cut a region out where you enter, and I'm going to make some of these tiles connect. You know, I'm going to make it, you know, not extremely painful. But let me see, is this going to work? Yeah, so I'm going to, like, you know, cover up these tiles here. You know, really just trying to dig out as much of a region as I can. Most importantly, because it's like, oh shit, yeah, that doesn't work. There we go. That works. And then, boom. Trying to create a little section here where I can actually, block everything else off. And, you'll be able to enter from here after passing through an oasis. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll make you pass through an oasis to see all this. I guess I can make you pass through an oasis, so I guess I could just make you pass through a little section of the overworld. I don't know. I guess I could actually make like transport route. No. Make like a little. Wish I had like a little harbor. That'd be nice. Oh geez, where's anything good? Because there's not much. It's not really much. Past battlefield, abandoned school, harbor. Here we go. So we'll make you stop here. Now, I'm actually just going to make this look completely dead. I actually just want to make this entire area here look like dead as hell. And actually just put these nice little metal gates here. Those to keep out, and then you enter here, and this is where like the boat will be. And I'll make the river. I'll make a new map. I'll make it a large, skinny body of water. Bottle of water. Jesus Christ. I'm messing up today. Well, this isn't what I expected it to be. I expected it to look like. Edit. Width 40, height 12. That's what we're going to go for now. There. And then I'll add nice little strings of rocks passing through each area here. Just adding as many little details as possible. Oh god, that doesn't look good. So maybe just adding like little walls of rocks and then having like all of this be like a region where you touch it and you can go between the areas. So yeah. And let me see if I can just like modify edit. Can I go to edit and just make like an automatic vehicle thing? No? Okay, I can't like automatically set a vehicle for this region. And I think I should really just wind up cutting a lot of the other areas off. I don't know how I'd really do that. Because I don't think there's much of a thing I can necessarily use as like a good gate to block off the region. Or maybe I can just like expand this bottom section using those kind of gray looking things here. And have it be the same over here. And simply as such, I'll make this entire wall, little spots where you can just automatically touch up against, and it'll shoot you right into here. And you touch this area, it'll send you back into this harbor. You touch this area, it'll send you back to Riverport. And I think I'll just cut this area out here. Yeah, I'll cut this area out here. And boom, little boat riding that you can do. You see, here's this tile. Okay. So I'll cut open this tile, make all these little regions touchable. Make some of the regions touchable because I need to add 2 of those. Well, actually, I could. And then scroll back to grab that tile. And there we go. See, so then you can enter here. I'll actually add the harbor now so I don't forget about it. And I'll do the exact same thing I did where I'm adding 2 little regions of walling. I'll make this area a little more skinnier, and then we'll just that little boxed area off. So boxed area off, and you can like swim in the water. You know, you use the boats. I'll have like one little boat here. Oh boy. Actually try to make a fence wherever we have fences. I don't think I can really add a fence anywhere. Here we go. Here's the fences. And we'll have the boat. Set view location, boat. There. Pretty much make it so that you walk in the boat. I don't know. How's this going to work? Because I'm actually going to need to send the character from the from the debug room to that area. So we're going to cut and I'm going to paste. So because this is the first time I'm actually testing this specific thing. I've done the boat before, I just forgot how it works. Okay. New game. Really want to test out the boat. It's pretty much you go on the boat, touch a land, or touch any real technical land area because you can't touch in the wall, you can't touch in the crates, you can't touch there. So you have to like touch here. You're gonna have to double tap, but I'm gonna make it not a rowboat because that's, dear God, making a little rowboat. Maybe I should make it a ship instead, or if there is the ship option for this thing. Is there? Yes, the ship. Okay, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, back once more. So that's good. We have the boat. Now I really need to test this ship because I don't think the ship has the same mechanics as the boat. I think it should though. But that's like the other thing. I don't know where really we're gonna have all this stuff going. So boat appears, ship appears, yep, and boom. There we go. So yeah. Now we cannot still drop off in any non-floor set tile or no X set tile. So basically the fences have like a little invisible X or an invisible wall right behind them. So yeah, basically all I'm gonna do is make like an invisible wall of touch things here, which send you to each specific area, so player touch. I'm going to try to make it so that if like you transfer, it gives you like a set thing where it sets you off to. So here it's going to set you up there. And okay. And I'm just going to keep adding a bunch of player touch things. Okay, so actually, hang on, guys. I will be right back. Give me 1 second here, everybody. Okay, so seems like everything's be taking a lot longer than usual. So I'll actually save here, and I will continue working on this throughout the course of the night and the course of many days. So I do apologize for that huge gap. I didn't realize, my ongoing tasks would be this long. But see you on the next one, guys. Might come back for more of making this because it seems interesting now. Like I have a reason to make this now. So yeah, see you on the next one, guys. Peace out.